Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, it's wonderful to have you here with me today for Kat's message of the day. Now, before I get into the message, please note that this is a collective group message, so it may not resonate with you, and that's okay. Simply come back and visit me tomorrow and see if that's more aligned with what you need to know. So let's get into it. Personal change and growth is outside your comfort zone. What in your life do you want to change? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result or outcome. What are your thoughts telling you that you can't do or have? Is it too scary? I'm not good enough. What's the point? Nothing ever good happens to me. And any other disempowering, untrue, bullshit thoughts that you believe. If you or your life is not what you want or where you want, it's time to take action. No matter what fear comes up. Change only happens when you choose to commit to change 100%. How bad do you want it? Do you think you want it, or do you feel you want it? There's a difference. Write down a list of things you want to commit to changing in you and your life. So it could be house, your situation. Really write down all the things that you don't like right now. I'm always normally about what you want, but it's for some reason I'm coming that this needs to be this way for some of you out there that are really needing and wanting change, but just so lost in how to go about attaining it. So I'm giving you some tools. It's up to you if you want to implement these tools. And this is what I mean about you taking action. To whinge and say you don't like life, then in order to change that, you need to take action. Simple little daily tools that you can implement to begin that process. So I'm going to kickstart you off with the first one. And the first tool is this. Stop telling yourself you can't do this or have it. Because I'm going to say, just when I shared a little bit before, I can hear your thoughts are going, no, I can't do this. It's too hard. It's too scary. It's Stop. Tell them to shut up. They're thoughts. They're not truth. There's no such thing as can't. And if it assists you, delete that word from your vocabulary. Can't. Delete it. And every time you say it, tell it to shut up. If you want something bad enough and it matters to you, you can get it. And for maybe some of you, it may be a great time to reflect or look back on your life and how it used to be. There were things that you actually achieved back then and you were different back then. Tap into that so you can achieve it. It's just that you've lost your way a little bit, or life just feels so overwhelming. Really what one needs to really take action, for some of us, we need a driving force, and it's really hard to find when we're feeling lost, overwhelmed, just in such a shit place in your life. But we all have, there'll be one thing in your life that's a driving force. For those of you who are parents, it could be your kids for now. It could be friends, it could be a family member, it could be your partner. Find something, someone or something that's going to drive you to go and move forward, to take action. Because when we feel so lost within ourselves, it's really hard to find that motivation or that drive to do something. However, if you can find something else, someone else, to go, you know what, I'm going to do this for my kids. If you've got children, if it's going to be for my kids. If you're younger, you've got elderly aging parents, I'm going to do this for my parents so I can be there for them. If you've got a friend, I'm going to do that for my friend because I know that they want to support me. If you've got a partner, I want to do that for my partner. Sometimes we need an external driving force until we get momentum, and then we can go, no, you know what, I'm doing this for me. And this is where the confusion happens, because so many people say, oh, you've got to do it for yourself. Yes, but if we're feeling flat, we don't have that driving force to do it for self. So sometimes we need to look externally for a little while till we build momentum, and then it's like, hell yeah, I'm doing it for me. So I hope that that tool gives you something to grasp on and to really dig deep. If you're wanting more tools, then send me a private message, send me an email. All my details of contact are in the description below. Touch base with me. I'll give you a tool. I've got this invisible toolbox that's full of different tools. And there's another one that if you've got one of those bracelets or a lacquer band, put it on your wrist. It's called Flip It. So anytime this tells you you can't flick this bracelet 3 times really hard, the lacquer band 3 times hard, so it bloody hurts, because it shifts your state of being. And then say, you know what, I can do this. Mine, I wore that for 9 months many, many years ago. And the biggest thing, the easiest thing for me was any time this would want to take me out, I'd clench my fist and go, I've got this. And you can see even the facial expressions, and that may work for you. That's another tool. But all these tools takes you to take action and implement them. Shit doesn't just happen. You got to commit to them. And this is it's showing my side. And it all comes from a place of love. But sometimes we need someone to kick our backside just a little bit and go, you know what? No, I got this. And I want to leave you with another question. Are you a victim or a victor? Now, if you've just gone and said, Kat has no idea, she doesn't know what it's like to go through what I'm going through. No, you know what? No, I don't. However, I've been through my own trauma, my own pain. So I have experienced things in life that weren't comfortable, they weren't nice. 23 years in an abusive relationship. And there are other things in my life. It's not about comparing, but it's about looking at that we've all endured pain or trauma in our life, and it's how we react to it that matters. If you want to stay a victim and go, all this happened to me, and blame everybody else, I'm sorry. The truth is that's where you're going to stay. That's the truth. But if you want to say to yourself, I'm a victor and I am going to move past this crap, then absolutely you're giving yourself a fighting chance to overcome all of what you've endured, to look at it, to heal from it, and to release it, and then to move on life, move forward in your life and attain whatever you want it to look like. I want to go on, but I don't want to keep this video so long. So I'm going to move along to the angel guidance page. What have we got today? I normally get guided to go to the very front of this particular book. So it's more in, the lighter colours here. But for some reason, I was guided to go to more, as you can see, the middle of the book. And I can see why now. Choose peace. And what I'm getting from that is choose inner peace rather than inner turmoil. If you're feeling your whole body is at disease and you're struggling right now, then you're choosing turmoil. Choose peace. And I'm not saying it's easy. But what I'm saying is with commitment, you've got this. And I'm here to support you in whatever way, shape or form. You only have to reach out. I'm here. Okay, so before I read this page, if you'd like to just close your eyes, take a deep breath with me. just so you can really rebalance yourself, center yourself so you can really absorb the words from this particular message. Okay, if conflict arises around you today, you can opt for peace instead. There's an old aphorism that says, choose your battles wisely. Well, you can decide to forego fighting completely. Today, pick peace instead of conflict. You don't need to participate in any situation where power struggles ensue. Rather than adding a raised voice to a dispute, summon divine guidance through your prayers of harmony, which are more helpful in bringing your creative solutions. Today, embrace peace in all your endeavours. Thought for today. I quiet my mind and listen to the infinite wisdom, opting for harmonious solutions. I am a role model of serenity and I inspire others. I have a calming effect on those around me, for I am a peacemaker. What I'm getting from that is also those of you who are in a relationship right now that you may be dealing with some conflict or disconnect. Now more than ever is time to sit with self, find the inner peace and approach it with wisdom and not with ego. Choose peace. Right now, you're choosing fight. You may not want to hear that. And you may be going, that's bullshit, cat, blah, 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 and this is going off on its tangent. I'm not accusing and I'm not stipulating. All I'm doing is offering different perspectives. And I love to invoke thought. That's why I just throw these things. It's planting seeds for you. Are you choosing to keep this dispute going, this disconnect? Because ego's going, I'm right. He's wrong, she's wrong. What's going on in your thoughts that's holding you back from choosing peace? And if you're not in a relationship, it could be with a friend or a family member. There's something going on that's not sitting comfortable with you, and it's bringing really toxic energy into your space, into your energy field. It's time to choose peace because it does not serve you. It's only holding you back from living the life you want to live and being the version of you want to become. It's simple. Ego, it's great to have ego. We need some that comes with confidence. But there's a lot of ego that disturbs you, that says, no, I'm right, no, I don't want to be wrong, and blah, blah, blah. That ego, tell it to piss off. Because it's holding you back. It's holding you back from connecting with the one that you love. It's holding you back from connecting with a friend. It's holding you back from even maybe connecting with your adult children. Choose peace. Okay, let's move along, and I draw a card from the Universal Love Deck, and today only one came out, which was the one that I drew. Celebration. We had this, I think, a couple of days ago, and what I'm getting is this is absolutely connected to choosing peace, is choose celebration as well. Choose to celebrate your life. Choose to celebrate your relationships. Choose to celebrate your children, your connection with others. And most importantly, choose to celebrate you. What I'm getting from this is there's many of you out there that aren't celebrating you. You're looking so harshly at self and looking at all the things that you've done. That's what I'm getting. All the things that you've done, I'm getting this sense of guilt. Whew, it's strong. Many of you out there that are watching this may be carrying guilt on such a deep level. It's such a heavy burden for you. It's dragging you down. And that's really hindering you moving forward. In order to move forward, we've got to let go of that guilt. We've got to resolve that guilt. We've got to heal from that guilt. And then we've got to bloody release that guilt. We're all human. And it's about looking at what's transpired, and rather than carry the guilt, look at the lesson. What did you gain from that? Would you do it again? And then if that's all no, then get rid of the guilt. Because they're not mistakes. They're your lessons. And instead what we do is we don't look at them from the positive and the empowering and go, okay, I'm going to take away the lesson. Thank you. Instead, we look at, oh my gosh, we did that and how bad we feel, and oh my gosh, blah, 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 all that stories. And it's only impacting you. If that other person has let that go and forgiven you, why are you still carrying it? Doesn't make sense. And it's at the detriment to you and your life. So choose celebrations. Choose to celebrate life, which you're not doing. Many of you out there are not celebrating life. You're commiserating life. Why? And that is victim. If you're a victim, you're commiserating life and you only look at all the negative in life, not surprising your life isn't where you want it to be. Hey. But if you're celebrating life and you're celebrating all the things that you do in life, and you look at all the empowering things that you've achieved, and you take the lessons from what's transpired in your life, then maybe your life looks more like where you want it to be, just as I have. So again, choose peace, choose celebration, and choose to get out of your comfort zone. Delete the word can't and know that you've got this. You just have to commit 100% to it. So I hope for those of you that have watched the full video that you've got even something little from today's video. And don't forget that I've provided you with a couple of tools, the Flip It bracelet, and also if while you're watching this was telling you I can't, tell it to shut up. If you would like more tools, please private message me or write in the comments, and I'm really happy to provide those more in another video, or even some sort of little mini workshop if that's something that you'd be interested in. That's where I'm looking at heading to go. So never forget that you matter. You matter. After all, you're your most valuable asset. So invest in you every day. I thank you for spending your time with me, as I respect that your time is valuable. So if you enjoyed today's video, would you please like my video, subscribe, and click on the notifications bell so you'll be notified when I upload tomorrow's Cat's Message of the Day. So for today, take care.